I'm nobody special, Rob. I just stumbled across this beautiful little club almost a decade ago, and they got me hooked. I jumped in headfirst into Purple Passion, and I haven't let up since.
Welcome on into the latest episode of OCFC Extra. We are hyping up the 10th season on the field for Oakland County Football Club. Pleasure to be with you. My name is Robert Kerr, media director and play-by-play commentator for the team. Today, we are talking fan and community engagement as we build up to the home opener for OCFC's season on May 16th. My guest bleeds purple through and through, and if you've been to a county game, you've likely already met, or at the very least seen him already. My friend and yours, Oakland County FC's Engagement Coordinator Luke Zagorski. Welcome to the show, sir.
Good morning, Rob. Thrilled to be here, bleeding purple as always.
Yes, sir. So I'll give a little bit of context. I said anyone who's been to a game has likely seen you. And you're kind of the face of the website right now. If anyone's at oaklandcountyfc.com, you're screaming with passion. Your purple passion is on full display. But give the folks out there who are kind of like county curious who you are and how you got to this place of being a super supporter.
County curious, that's amazing. We are looking to tap into anybody and everybody in the Southeast Michigan area and beyond who are indeed county curious this year. I'm nobody special, Rob. I just stumbled across this beautiful little club almost a decade ago, and they got me hooked. I jumped in headfirst into Purple Passion, and I haven't let up since. The club just came along at a great time for me in my life, and I needed it. You know, I was a transplant from the UK and then from Ohio, and something about the club just resonated with me, and I try to be an asset and a cheerleader for the club in any way, shape, or form that I can. This club has given me some of the best sports memories of my entire life, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. So I'm really here just to facilitate the gap between the supporters groups and the fans in general, past, present, or future, and then the club itself.
Beautiful. And a lot of fun to hang out with and talk football with for anyone who has met you. But that's a great context and great synopsis of who you are. But looking ahead at the season that starts on May 16th at Royal Oak High School Stadium, there's been a concerted effort to kind of like rally the support and maybe formalize the supporters group. And in February, we kicked off the Elmwood Elite, the rebirth of the Elmwood Elite at Weiss Distillery. I want you to tell us about that event.
It was fantastic. Dennis, the club owner, was kind enough to host us at the amazing Weiss Distillery in downtown Clawson. He has a little bit of a what do we want to call it? An entertainment space, a media room, if you will, upstairs. It's got a stage and plenty of seating and a good PA system and all that good stuff. So we rallied the troops together and had a great time. Some old and new faces showed up and had some input into our plans for the club this coming season and beyond. And yeah, we had a great time. We ate together, we drank together, we shared some memories and hopes and dreams together, and it was a fantastic response to a call to action. And we want to use that as a springboard to rally support going into the into the actual season proper. And we have a few events coming up as well that we want to do some further rallying through, and we're really excited about actually having some sort of tangible fan liaison presence now going into 2026, because I'm sure we'll get to this properly later, but this is going to be a really, really big year for us, for all of us.
Yeah, no doubt. The 10th season on the field for Oakland County Football Club. Counting down the days until the season begins. Always my favorite time of the year. And some might be familiar with Weiss Distillery. It was a great, it was the first year of the new ownership, and Weiss Distillery and the alley down there in the Clawson Social District served as a great post-game party spot. And we had a lot of great moments and memories made there last year in the 2025 season. But the second formal event for Elmwood Elite and the supporters to kind of get together, know each other, have some fun, and kind of get on the same level ahead of the season when everyone's, cheering in the stands together. We're going to play some pickup soccer. How about that?
Well, I'm not in pickup soccer shape, but I'll certainly pick up I'll certainly pick up the Miller Lights on the way down there. How's that? I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully, we are going to punctuate this season with regular supporter get-togethers. And if Rob, I don't need to tell you this, the relationship between the fan base and the actual playing and coaching staff is absolutely marvelous. I'm not entirely sure whether there are many clubs at any level in the United States who have the type of synergy with the actual playing and coaching staff that our fans do. Great example. You mentioned the alleyway outside Weist Distillery. I don't know if any club in this area can brag about hanging out in an alleyway outside the distillery doing the nay with their starting goalkeeper. I mean, that's a pretty cool memory that I have right there from last summer. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many other clubs in the world can say that they've done stuff like that. We have something really special here, and we're just trying to push it forward and grow it a little bit. Show everybody else in Southeast Michigan this special little thing that we have.
That's a great point. I kind of breezed right by it, just said that we had some great memories and events there last year, but that's a great point. There isn't really another level of, sports fandom where the fans, the club staff, and the players for the club all commingle and socialize together after the games, and even in the preseason party that we'll get to in a little bit, that we're hoping to replicate. A great event. But yeah, you can say hi and talk over and kind of have the remember whens in the game, like whether it be the beautiful winning goal of the match, or cry into our beers a little bit at what might have gone wrong. We get to do that with the people that were on the field.
Absolutely. We always say this to people who are, as you said, county curious. Anybody who kind of sort of is aware of the club but doesn't really know what it's all about. It's a different experience. It's a different viewing experience. It's a different involvement experience than just going to a Lions game or a Tigers game or a even a DCFC game. With all due respect in the entire world to those guys, but we have something unique where the players, they get to know us, we get to know them, we get to know their families and their friends. Their moms and dads are in the crowd, and we get to hang out with them and all root together and support those guys on the field who they look up and they're like, maybe when I came to the club, I didn't realize that this was going to be an aspect of what I was signing up for, but I love it. So many of the players, past and present, they've told us that they appreciate what we offer, what we show up and try to do, what we try to vocalize and what we try to offer them from the crowds. And you get a connection with these dudes. You really do.
Mm.
With the players and the coaches, you get a connection that you can't get from the pro game. If you want to spend $80 to go to a Detroit Pistons game and sort of polite clap from afar, that's amazing. That's great. I'm all about that too. This is different. And in most ways, in my heart, in most ways, it's better. And the more people that get to find out about what we've got going on down here in Royal Oak, the better.
Yeah, not often does a fan or even a staff member get to be on a texting relationship basis with the all-time scorer for their club. And I was able to joke around with Mike Malorani earlier this week about the big donation that came into Western Michigan University. But another thing, as far as relationship building, while it's a short season, those relationships can go on for an extended period of time, even with the family of the players. One of the fan favorites, Mr. Papakiriakopoulos. We developed a great relationship with him. He was able to come down from, I think, British Columbia up in Canada, and he had been watching the games from home. And he came up to me. I didn't know he was the dad yet. And he said, I love your broadcasts. And he loved the streams that Oakland County FC put on so he could see his son play. And he even said that the streams that the club puts on were better than the experiences he had at the collegiate level. So he was able to see his son overseas here in Oakland County even better than he had previously. So it's that sort of thing that's very rewarding. And then from folks that want to be in the stands or those attending games, like you have a real impact with the cheers that you have. A lot of these guys don't play in crowds or in front of crowds as big as ours. And then also, they can hear you. Like if you're a heckler type fan, you can have an impact there too.
We do enjoy a little bit of the heckling, and the players know, at least I hope they do. They've never said anything otherwise. The players on the field, they know that it's all a little bit of, as we say in the UK, banter. They know it's just a little bit of fun. We would never try to, actually insult or take down a player's dignity or integrity. It's just a little bit of a giggle for everybody involved. We do try and provide a little bit of you know, vocal rallying from the supporters section. And yeah, we get creative a little bit with the chants. We are looking to write some new chants for the new guys that are coming into the fold this year. We've got some ideas, and we would always encourage anybody out there, whether you're a hardcore or a new fan, a fringe fan, to get involved. If you've got any funny little ditties that you want to put together and have us chant to the boys in purple on the field, seriously, the more the merrier. And this is what I wanted to stress, Rob. We're not some exclusive little group. There's the Magnificent Seven, who sort of sits there with the drum and the smoke and everything, and just kind of does our own thing for our own edification. We want new faces. We want people to come over and hang with us. We want people to get involved. We want people to have whatever their version of fun is with us, for the benefit of the club and for the game day atmosphere. All are welcome. Anything, everything, everywhere, anytime. So if you're watching this and you've been on the fence about even coming to a game or getting super duper involved, we'll show you a good time. We'll be very welcoming to you. We'll give you the drumsticks. We'll get you a smoke bomb or two to let off after our first, second, or third or fourth goals. And we'll welcome you into our little purple family with open arms.
And that's one thing that's quite fun about the moment that we're in. Being 10 years in, there's kind of traditions and some stalwarts already established out there. Like you mentioned, we got the purple smoke bombs, and there's like a group of kids that's like almost grown up in front of my eyes, my kids and others that have grown up, banging on the drum or playing with the smoke, running it up and down the bleachers there. But there's so much room to add personal touches and your own creativity. There's no cap on how far you could send your support, whether it be just come up there, polite clapping, or really get involved and go gung ho. There really is some room to grow there. But then an event that I'm looking forward to, we did one at my house, and it looks like it's going to be at my house again at the end of April, a painting party to kind of make some updated TIFOs and banners and stuff like that, to kind of have like a tangible and physical display of support.
Yeah, for the undoctrinated in soccer speak, a tifo is a big or small, but usually, as big as possible, big hand painted, hand designed banner with a specific message on it, specific message of support to the team, to a specific player or group, or celebrating a specific event. You can be as creative as you want with these tifos, and it's a big culture thing in soccer in South America and Europe in particular. These banners, these tifos, they're designed to make people smile, or to rally the players when they look up at them. As long as you keep them sort of clean and they're not sort of overtly insulting, there's really no holds barred. There's really no rules about it. So yeah, a couple of years ago we got together and did the most ridiculously massive tifo anybody's ever seen anywhere. And over the years, we've kind of added some here and there, and we have this nice rotation of little tifos that we can use for specific games and against specific opponents. Yeah, this year we're all going to pile over to your house and take over your garage and drink a couple of Modelo's or what have you, and put together some interesting tifo designs that we've all come up with during this off season. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've been around the club since 2018, and that painting party at my house amongst the highlights of my experiences overall with the club. I know you've got some ideas. We got some great players coming in, and you've kind of bounced some ideas, based on their history and their pre-existing nicknames. Mm-hmm. And then I've got an idea, just because I know the kids are way into the Pokemon, and there's a purple Pokemon is my favorite, just coincidentally, but I got to get a Gengar related one going, maybe a two-pole with a Gengar on there might be something that I want to put together
Oh,
myself.
love it.
Yeah, that would be a whole lot of fun, and yeah, can't wait to bust out the old "Go Home Macomb" banner of one of the
Gotta
highlights
be
of
done.
that painting
Gotta be done.
party.
We got a lot of friends, and we got a lot of a lot of good relationships with some of the home guys, and it is all love. It's all just banter, like I said before. But yeah, go home, Macomb.
Without a doubt, indeed. We might get I think we should probably schedule a Zoom or something in between these events. But the next thing that's on the docket, we have the April 2nd pickup game where it's going to be social. I mean, all skill levels. We're just going to be having fun. We're going to meet up at the Pinnacle Performance Center, which is right on the border between Clawson and Troy, just south of Maple on Main Street there / Livernois. 7 to 9 p.m. on April 2nd. We're going to be getting together for a nice social get together, some pickup soccer, and some fun. And then, weather pending that painting party at my house, it is my neighborhood club. For context, literally, when I got on board with the club, they played down the street from my house. It is my local club. Big part of the reason why I jumped in headfirst when I got to know Nick and Theo, the owners at the time. But that is going to be set for the 25th of April, weather pending. We've seen 70-degree days and snow in days back to back. So
Same day
425
sometimes.
weather pending. And it's just wonderful to get together and get the whole gang over the house. We'll have some fun, share some stories, and make some match day art. And then we talked about it a little bit, but hopefully we'll replicate it, and there will be something locked in ahead of May 16th home opener. Going to Weiss Distillery or the alley there, right there in downtown Clawson. And that's a great time because the players will be in town. We'll get to re-engage with the coaches. And then, if we're lucky, we'll get to shake hands with club president Dominic Troya and owner Dennis Weiss. And then I don't know if we glazed over it, but can you explain some of the fun aspects of the match days themselves? I don't want to go skip right by the main event.
Yeah, I mean, there's something for everyone. We've got pre-game, we've got post-game activities. During the game itself, we have halftime shows, we have giveaways during the game itself from and by some of our amazing sponsors. We have legitimately good food options. We've got entertainment for the kids, bounce houses and face paintings, little table football games. We've got a great merch tent. And in terms of the atmosphere itself, it can be whatever it is you want it to be. You want to pay $5, $10 and just sit in the corner and watch a decent soccer game by yourself and play with your phone while you do so. You are in the right place. If you want to be involved and get some catharsis out of it and make some new friends and make a big silly noise with a musical instrument or something, you can absolutely positively do that too. If you want to hang out after the game, you'll probably be able to shake some of the players' hands and say hello to the coaches and some of the club luminaries and regulars if you want. You can make it into whatever it is you want. The main thing is you just make it, because it's not the same without some new faces every year. It really isn't.
Yeah, it's a good point about the post game meeting and greeting the players. You don't have to go out to the after party to meet the players and the coaches. One of the traditions that's been there since just about day one is after the game concludes, win or loss, everyone's allowed on the field, get pictures and autographs from the players. It's a great thing that the club has always done, and a great part to connect the on-field action with those in the stands. And anyone who's really been to a game almost always comes back, and it's part of the reason why we're doing this show and trying to galvanize the support is because just getting the awareness of the club out there, because once people come, they almost always come back.
They do. We've never had a bad word said about a game day experience at Oakland County FC, going back to the Clawson days and now in Royal Oak. We've had more repeat customers than the non-repeat customers. Everybody gets what we're trying to do. What we do is great, but what we haven't always had an opportunity to do is to get the word out and get more people involved. And that's a huge goal for us this year. We've got so many plans to reach out to the Southeast Michigan and Metro Detroit communities at large and let them know what we're all about. Show them a little bit of purple passion and let them come out to a game and see it for themselves.
Well, clearly, the guys wearing purple shirts on this side of the camera, very excited for the 10th season for Oakland County Football Club. We really hope you do enjoy or join us, whether it be a pickup soccer painting party, the Weiss preseason party, or the matches themselves. 6 home games stretching from May 16th until early July. Check out Oakland County FC for the full schedule, for the ability to, or the place to buy your tickets, and so much more. There's actually, even, we just kind of glazed by it, but there's a kids club that's new this year. I will go into that more in depth in another episode, but a way for the kids to get more involved in just playing soccer themselves, getting tickets to the games at a discounted rate, and then a plethora of other bonuses going on with the new Oakland County FC Kids Club. And then we've got a partnership with an elite youth soccer academy, Vardar. A lot of our coaches there and a lot of our players have come through there, and some of the best players of Michigan have gone through Vardar. So things are on the way up and up from our seats here, from the stands this summer, and the action on the field. Couldn't be more excited for the 10th season for Oakland County Football Club. Before we head out on this episode of OCFC Extra, I want you to let folks know that might be interested in Elmwood Elite, the supporters group, the organized support. How might they get involved?
We're not difficult to find. We are really not difficult to find. Hit us up on Instagram. Just search Elmwood Elite. Find us on Instagram. Find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook presence as well. You reach out however it is you want to reach out. You can reach us up through the club itself if you wish. Doesn't matter how you do it. We're here for you.
All right, we end all these episodes with a bleed purple. So on 3, let's bleed purple. 1, 2, 3. Bleed purple. All right, see you next time. Can't wait to see you.